Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about HEX and ascending triangles within the HEX price chart. How many times have they occurred? What do they mean generally speaking? And are we in one right now? So here we have the Uniswap chart of HEX versus the dollar, or more specifically USDC stablecoin. And I identified a few regions where we have ascending triangles, the first one being here in around January. So we launched in December 2019, had our subsequent decline of 80+%, and we went on to form this first ascending triangle, which formed over the course of about 2 weeks. Now, the technical definition of an ascending triangle is you reach a level of resistance, you come back and make a higher low than the previous low, and then you keep testing this resistance zone multiple times until you eventually break through it. And there's this common rule of thumb that says the more times you test a level, the more likely you are to break through it. So this applies to ascending triangles as well as descending triangles, but we're going to be talking about ascending triangles specifically in this video, which have a higher likelihood of breaking to the upside. And as we can tell here, we formed this ascending triangle with this resistance level that once it broke, we were off to the races and went on to have a move of about, let's measure this real quick, magnet tool, from the top of the breakout to here, it was about a 4x. So multiplied your money by 4 in this move here. Amazing stuff, right? And from then on, we went ahead and had our second sort of mini bear cycle. We had our coronavirus scare capitulation, and this happened pretty much in every single chart across. I mean, show me any chart that doesn't have this March 12th, March 13th V-shaped recovery. So massive decline and huge recovery. Everything from the S&P, Bitcoin, all of crypto, most markets just had a heavy dump this day. And so, staying on track with the focus of this video, we went ahead and had our epic run here where someone doubled the price in a single candle. Is my video paused? And then we had our second ascending triangle right here. This here is actually when I started accumulating, and I will admit that is over here. When I first realized, okay, we've gone up substantially and we're forming an ascending triangle right here. And again, we got to this level of resistance, came back down, formed a higher low, and then again tested this general region of resistance, higher low again, and then we went on to break through it and have about a 2x. Let's measure this move right here from the breakout to the tippy top. Yeah, 100% move, so about 2x move. And then we can identify a few more times, for example, over here. Epic ascending triangle. This is a textbook ascending triangle right here, by the way. And to really measure the target of an ascending triangle, your typical rule of thumb is you simply measure the pole. And this is considered to be the pole. So from the bottom of the move to the top, and then at breakout, you pretty much copy paste this over here. And so our technical target for here was around the 0.007 region, but we actually went ahead and blasted right through that. But as you can tell, we had our ascending triangle here. This is, again, a textbook ascending triangle. This resistance zone around 0.0044, tested it 1, 2, 3, and on the fourth time, we broke it and went to the upside. Here's another one. After our huge correction over here in November, we had another ascending triangle. There are many ways you could kind of adjust the slope of this one to measure the wick. Yeah, again, multiple ways to measure this. However, we had our resistance region around here again, and once we broke through it, we tested it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and on the 5th time we broke through it. And when you test this region of resistance as support, again, it's generally considered to be really bullish. So it's considered oftentimes to be a confirmation because trading within a pattern is really risky. However, once it breaks through and confirms this previous resistance zone as support, is generally a safer place to trade. And as you can tell, we did go on and have another subsequent rally. And so there are many times in this chart where we've had ascending triangles break to the upside. Now, these have all been relatively moderate sized ascending triangles, right? And let's go ahead and measure this one, see how much this one went up after the breakout. So we had about a 4x, 2x. Let's measure this one correctly after the breakout. About 3.5x. So 4x, 2x, 3.5x, 4.5x. So on average about a 3x, right? Once we broke the ascending triangle of each respective ascending triangle, we went on to have a rally essentially each and every time. Now, some people, and this is sort of the climax of this video, I guess you could say, some people, including myself, one could argue that, let's clear this up a bit, one could argue that this here is a macro ascending triangle. Do you see it? We have this level of resistance that we've tested multiple times of the 1.5 cent region. We had, where's the arrow? Here. We had our first low, higher low, higher low, and we keep having these higher lows while still having this level of resistance. And so you could consider this whole thing right here to sort of be a macro ascending triangle. And if you want, you could chart it something like this. Maybe not count that wick, so you actually capture some of these bottoms. And more or less, you have yourself a beautiful ascending triangle on the macro scale. And again, generally, we had a 2 to 3x run after these broke to the upside. You could say that we tested this level once, twice. This is a few times actually, and then thrice here. And the fourth time we came through it, we actually broke it recently and have come down to test it as support. So this here, to many people, including myself, could be interpreted as extremely bullish. The technical target for something like this, if you counted it, say, from this wick down here, is about this much right here. So our technical target from here would be almost 3 cents. Because from here to here is about 1.3 cents, and you add 1.3 to 1.5, which is the level, you get about 2.8 cents, right? So will this tear and break to the upside and reach 3 cents? Yeah, maybe. Very, very potentially. It would look something like this, where we'd come down, where it tested as support, we might test it again, and then we'd go on to rally up to the 3 cent region, potentially even higher. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is a macro ascending triangle? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And that is pretty much the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you found any value from it whatsoever, subscribe if you're new as well. And I will catch you in the next video. None of this is financial advice. I need to make that disclaimer here. But again, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.